Here's how I burn fat fast without losing any muscle. If anything, I even built some muscle. Now, this is not your typical wake up at 6 a.m. and drink a glass of water type of video. I'm going to give you my routine that I did, but I'm going to explain the reason why behind it. You see, I'm in college. My classes start in the afternoon. For you, you may be going to high school. Your classes start probably at 7 a.m., 9 a.m. It's just not going to work that way. And trust me, I was not on a restrictive diet. I was eating what I wanted. Now, I wasn't going to McDonald's every other night. However, I did feel the flexibility that I had in my diet. Everything in my routine took me years to figure out. After so many trials and errors, after taking so many courses, reading so many books, and watching so many YouTube videos, here are the things that actually worked for me. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty, the exercise portion. Here's what I did in terms of my workouts. So I did Medios incline DB ladder raises. The reason why I started with that is because I'm an intermediate stage. So I've been doing chest first for like a whole bunch of years. Well, I only did for like 2 years, but you get what I'm saying. So I just wanted to build my shoulders more. I wanted to make them pop out. You feel me? That's why I put them first. And the reason why I decided to go with these instead of your regular ladder raises because they allow me to get a deep stretch. When I hold onto the bench, right, and I put it onto incline, I'm able to hold the tension right there and then bring it up. With the ladder raises, you bring it down and there's no tension over there. Shout out Jeff Neffert for putting me on. So then next, what I did was Bayesian cable curls. This time, I was trying to get my biceps up. I wanted to get my arms up more than I wanted to get my chest and back. So that's why I put these two workouts first during my upper body workout. What I did instead was I put it at the same height of my hand. Instead of putting it all the way to the bottom, I put it at the same height. And what this allowed me to do was get a constant tension at that stretch position. These scientists and guys have been saying that, oh, you get the most amount of muscle when you make the weight heavy at the stretch position. So I decided to just follow it. And I found out that my biceps really exploded. Let me show. Like if I could do a comparison, I would, but I probably didn't take a picture of when I had those small biceps. What I did next, I decided to do incline chest press because it allows you to get an incline on there. And then the settings in terms of like putting the bench, I put it to like the highest in which I can like sit the farthest so that I can get like a nice stretch position right there. Next, I did your classic pull-ups. I've been doing pull-ups for a long time and I enjoyed them. Next, I did chest supported machine row. I love this workout. The machine at my gym currently at the moment is whack in terms of chest supported machine row. But the one at my old gym, oh my gosh, get a nice stretch position, bring it back. I love that workout. That workout is one masculine ass workout, I tell you. For the lower body, I did calf raises. I did 4 sets of those. So I started with calf raises. And then I did 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats. In terms of Bulgarian split squats, in between 6 to 8. Then I decided to do seated leg curls. 3 straight sets of 8 to 10. And we got reverse Nordics. I just like adding in stuff like variation, not like everything has to be machine, dumbbell, barbell. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I have very little care for glutes. I'm gonna just say it right now. To be honest, I just did any glute machine workout. Like for the reverse Nordics, I decided to superset that with the any glute machine. The one at my gym was called Cyber Eagle Glute. So I did 2 sets of both. And then I just went back and forth. And for the reverse Nordics, I decided to go from like 8 to 12 reps in between. And then for the glute machine, about like 10 to 12. All right, for upper body too, I decided to go with the cable ladder raises. This is by far my top 3 workouts of all time, just in general. Like number 1 for shoulders, for sure. We did 8 to 15, all right? And I did 4 sets of it, all to failure and beyond. So when you can't necessarily get up there, I'll just get it as high as possible and keep going. What I did next was deficit push-ups, with the whole calisthenics thing. So with the deficit push-up, it allows you to get a deep stretch at the bottom position. All right, so you get a couple of any platform, so you can get like a weighted plate, put them on the floor, and then make sure that so you can actually do your push-up and make your chest touch the ground. Well, it was more like as many reps as possible, but making sure that I stayed like 1 rep away from failure. So me personally, 3 sets of like 11, 12, 13, 8, 10. A general guideline, I'll say like 8 to 15. The next workout is Smith machine deficit row. So I'll go ahead to a Smith machine, take a weighted plate, put it on the floor, stand on it, and then just row. Make sure that you're 90 degrees, and then make sure at the bottom you can really like roll your shoulders down and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you get as low as possible and then bring it up, you feel me, to get into that. Exactly. And I would usually do 3 sets of these, in between like 8 to 12. And by the way, I'll do 3 sets if I didn't say so. Then the next one, I'll do neutral grip lat pull down. So I'll go ahead and sit on the bench. Make sure that the one that you're grabbing is make your hands face this way, like this. And then just pull, you feel me? And make sure when you get to the top, you really let it get up there, you feel me? And then just pull. I really like this one. It really feels good with my lats. I like all of them. Like, there's no point in me just saying, well, I like this, I like that. Yeah, I chose these workouts, you feel me? And I would typically do 3 sets in between 8 to 12. To end it off, tricep push downs. And I'll do it in between 10 to 12 reps or 10 to 15 reps. All right, moving on to lower body too. I'll start off with some Romanian deadlifts, dumbbell version, and I'll do it from 8 to 12 reps. The next one, my leg press. This one was my favorite quad movement because I felt like I could really get my legs like really up there and without having feeling like I'm about to die, you feel me? And with the leg press, I'll do in between 6 to 10 reps. The next one I'll do is actually superset. What it is walking lunges combined with weighted 45 hyperextensions. Walking lunges. And walking lunges are my most favorite lunges out of all of them. Not because I love them, it's because the other options are, I hate them. I hate the other options. Bulgarian split squats, oh my gosh. Reverse lunges, oh my gosh. Smith machine reverse lunges, oh my. It's just that with the walking lunges, it feels like I'm moving forward because I am. That's the only reason I like it. And I'll do 2 sets of the walking lunges in between 10 to 15 reps. At the time I was on a fat loss phase, so that's why I made like the reps higher. For the weighted hyperextensions, I'll just add 1 more every week. It's not really a rep range, so as many as you can do, you feel me, for 2 sets both. And then I'll end it off with some calf raises, 4 sets of those, and I'll do as much as possible. Go to failure on every single one of them. For my arms and abs day, I'll go ahead and start off with the preacher curls. I'll do in between 8 and 12 reps while doing 3 sets. I'll move on to some overhead tricep extensions. I'll do inverse Zontman curls. Shout out to Jeff Nipper for putting me on. And the reason why I did that is because it just felt masculine. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about it. I'll do in between 8 to 12 reps while doing 3 sets of those. Then I'll move on to some skull crushers. And I was really pretty good. Like at the time, I thought that it wasn't going to be like that good of a tricep exercise until I actually tried it and I fell in love with it. Because I used to do overhead tricep extensions where you start on the bench and you do some shit like this. I did not feel my triceps not one bit. In between 8 to 10 reps while doing 3 sets. For abs, I'll only do 3 sets of hanging leg raises. In my personal opinion, you do not need to do a circuit of a whole bunch of ab workouts in order to build your abs. In between 8 to 12 reps of some hanging leg raises, and that's all you need. Once you hear this next option, you might think I'm kind of insane. And the reason is, what I meant to say was I would do cable wrist curls, so for my forearms, and I really want them to grow. So what I chose to do was 7 sets of cable wrist curls, 8 to 20 reps. You know, just as much as possible. Just trying to make sure I get that burn in. You know what I'm saying? Just getting that many sets in, and things of that nature. I really want to grow. Now moving on to the diet, which is arguably the most important during the fat loss phase. My afternoons and evenings changed rapidly. Like every single day I was eating something different. But in the morning, what was consistent was a protein shake. I'll get some milk, get some protein powder, mix them up, and then drink them. Because I had like the afternoons to like go to classes and then the evenings to go to the gym. In the morning, that's where I handle all my work. Like recording videos, scripting, editing, you know, all of that stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I was as focused as possible, and I didn't want to eat a whole meal at that time. Really not that complicated. I feel as though with the diet, we can all get so like, oh, I want to make sure I'm eating the perfect thing. I gotta make sure I get the right meals. And I mean, I used to track my calories and a lot of stuff, but you don't even need to do that. If you just make sure that you get some carbs, some proteins, and some fats, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? With the proteins, you get your chicken thigh, chicken breast, salmon, has a lot of omega-3, so that's really good. Get your steak, your ground beef, your ground turkey, or your turkey. You know what I'm saying? Your protein, stuff like that, you'll be all right. And then you got your carbs, you got your rice, your bread, your oatmeal, your potatoes, and things like that that satisfy your hunger for a long time, just like how it did for me. If you think you can handle a couple cheat meals a week or at least 1 week, then by all means go ahead. However, if you think that if you eat a cheat meal and then you're gonna eat all of McDonald's afterwards, then I'll just highly advise against it. Now, let's move on to cardio. Now, you may not even believe me, but I did not go on a single machine. The treadmill, nope. The elliptical, nope. None of that stuff. The only time I went on a treadmill was to do like a mobility workout, to walk backwards. But other than that, I did not go there for fat loss. What I did for fat loss was walking. Because I'm on campus and stuff, and then I gotta get to classes, I way more just prefer to just walk this stuff. Like, especially when I got my music on, it's like I'm on a whole adventure when I'm just walking around and I got my music playing. It's like a video game or like some sort of TV show or whatever. When I'm on a treadmill, I'm staying stuck in that enclosed environment. Like, yeah, it's kind of fun to just scream and be like, when I'm pushing heavy weight, but I just don't find that fun at all. What I also did for cardio was turn my squats or like anything leg movement wise and make them higher rep range. So for example, as I suggested earlier with the walking lunges, I did in between 10 to 15 reps. It actually showed that by this one dude. His name is Menno Henselman. You can find him on YouTube or IG or whatever. He posted this study that high rep squats or anything with the leg movements have been shown to be cardio. Now, if you want to see the exact meals that I whipped up on my fat loss journey, go ahead and click on this video right here or wherever it is. And with that being said, always take it one step at a time, because you may never know where that one step may lead you.